Hi everybody, it's Miss Amber, and welcome to the Grundy Library Code Club. Today for our Code Club activity, we're going to be doing Cano Pixel Hack. So you can click on the link and then click Start. So this is going to be perfect for beginners, especially if you're in second grade or up, and you're going to be doing about an hour of coding as you work through all of these different challenges. And you're also going to be learning some really fun facts about video games and the history of gaming. So to get started, we're going to click on Pong. And up here you can read your directions, and if you get stuck at any point within this challenge, you can click on Hint to help you keep moving forward. So it's telling us here that Pong is from 1972, and it was one of the first home game consoles. It's an incredibly basic table tennis game. So it's telling us that we need to type in this code here, so it shows up in the blue, and you're just going to type it in. And you have to be really exact. If you miss a space or if you miss a capital letter, it's not going to show up correctly. Okay, perfect. So we have our screen over here that we're going to be watching and checking our code against. So that looks like it worked. And now we're going to need to draw some paddles. So we're typing in this line of code. And again, you want to make sure that you are being really exact. Make sure that T is capital. Okay, so now we're going to have to use the rectangle function. So we're typing rectangle 20, comma, space, and 100. All right, great. So if you check your box over here, you can see that there is one paddle, there's our ball, and we need another paddle. So we're going to type in this code over here. Okay, that's looking really good. Finally, we have to draw the opponent's paddle, so we're going to keep going. We need to type in rectangle 20, comma, 100. So you can type in that code exactly. Make sure you're getting all the spaces correctly. Okay, so it looks like we made Pong. We have two paddles, we have our ping pong ball. You're going to click Close, and it's telling us that we've recreated one of the first video games. But it's pretty boring to look at, right? It's pretty simple. So we can slide the paddle up and down by clicking on the 100, and you'll see a slider bar, and if you move that, you can control your ping pong paddle. And that's about all we're going to do with the first challenge today. You can click Next to move on to our second challenge. Okay, so next up is Asteroids Ship. Asteroids is from 1979, and it was one of the first major arcade games. It's set in space, so we're going to have to set the scene. So as you can see over here, we have a white background, but we're going to type in the code to turn that black. Okay, looks like our code was correct. We can keep going. Okay, so it's telling us that the graphics in Asteroids were simple line-based graphics called vectors. We still use a more complex version of this concept in computer graphics today. First, we need to set our line color and width type. Next, we use the move function to set the starting point for our first line. So again, we're following along, typing in that code exactly as we see it. Being really careful. Okay, function is the word we use to define what we're drawing. Let's draw a line that starts where we just moved the cursor and ends at the bottom left. We type where we want the line to end after the function. So we're typing line, then minus 50, comma, 150. Okay, so you can keep checking your screen, making sure that's showing up over there. To move our cursor to the start of the next line, we feed the previous coordinates into the move function. So we're typing in that code. Okay, good. We're drawing a line inwards and upwards to form the thruster of the ship now. Okay, so continuing along, typing in the code very carefully. And you can see our ship is really starting to take form. It's looking really good. Okay. And again, if at any point in this you get stuck, you can just click that hint button, and if you click on hint, it's going to show you exactly where you need to put that code. So remember that that's there if you need it. Okay, so finally we're moving back to our starting point and adding a final touch. Okay, so our ship is looking really great over here. I can see that it's almost finished. And it says in our directions, we draw a line down the center to help the simple shape look more like a ship. Early video games had only a fraction of computing power that we're now used to. So graphics had to be basic. Type line 0, 125. So again, make sure you're doing that really exactly and carefully. And this is our final touch. Okay, look at our ship. It looks awesome. We did a great job, and if you hit next, it's going to take you to the next challenge, which is a really fun game called Tetris. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning about retro video games and the history of gaming, and Miss Laura and I will see you at our next Code Club. Have a great week. Bye!